Hey, everybody. Today I want to share something deeply important, something that I think matters now more than ever before. The best retirement advice for these uncertain times is to rely on your judgment rather than on commission-driven retirement experts or the advice of people on social media. Now, I know I give retirement advice on social media, so I'm not here trying to put myself out of business, but I do think it's essential that we all determine what is best for us. When we take that information in, we need to decipher and weed through what's good for us and what isn't. I also want to add that I don't think we should base our retirement decisions solely on money, because that is like waiting for a time bomb to explode. Now, I know we're living in uncertain times, and I personally think this is good advice regardless of any time in history. Because from experience, we know that things can and do change. They change without warning. Life is unpredictable. Sometimes it depends on what's happening in the rest of the world that's going to affect us here at home. So again, life is unpredictable. And needless to say, we are living in uncertain, unpredictable times. The economy is in a shambles, and many people are wondering if they should even go forward with their retirement plans. There's a lot of fear out there, and this is what people are going to prey on. People are going to prey on your fear and tell you all kinds of things that they think you want to hear. But trust me, think about it. You are the only one who genuinely cares about your retirement future. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not suggesting you shouldn't ask for or take advice from others, whether that's financial or otherwise. And there's a lot of information out there that is very good information. And gathering information from various sources is an essential ingredient of being self-reliant. And if you've listened to other videos on my channel, you know that I am really promoting self-reliance and people thinking for themselves and doing for themselves. And there are many, many benefits to having a support network of other retirees and people who have been there and done that. And that's what David and I are trying to do here, is help you brainstorm and offer solutions that you may not have otherwise examined. But there's a lot of retirement advice out there that's being given. And there's so much of it, it can really make your head swim. And not all of it is going to benefit you. So with that in mind, it's a good idea to ask yourself the following question. Who does this benefit? And this is particularly important if you are going to go to a financial advisor for advice, because the average financial advisor makes a six-figure income. Now, that's according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. And that's just an average, meaning some make more and some make less. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with people making a lot of money. That's not the point. I don't begrudge people earning a living. It's just important to note that financial advisors are charging you to plan for your retirement. That's just something to really keep in mind. That's how they earn a living. And it's often with their best interest at heart, not yours. Now, the way that works is you either pay hourly for their advice, or you are charged a flat fee for bundled services in which they review your financial situation. And commission-driven advisors may earn even more. And you probably have figured that out already. They can be a little bit pushy because they are earning based on what they sell. They make commissions on what they sell. The more they sell, the more they earn. So they may be more inclined to sell you something that you really, really don't need. They may be more inclined to sell you something based on what's in it for them than what's in it for you. So consider whether or not the service outweighs the cost. Again, I'm going to throw that out there. Ask yourself, who does this benefit? And again, that answer should be me. Financial planners are expensive, and many of us are doing our own research when it comes to planning for retirement. And people want to handle their own finances. And I think with the many resources that are available online, it's easier than ever before to make informed choices concerning our individual personal retirement plan. I think that doing our own research gives us power. And even though it may take a little effort, I think that with today's technology, we're just a click away from being well informed. Your retirement is your business. David and I believe in taking charge of our own retirement, and we're hoping to inspire you to take charge of yours. Therefore, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm simply hoping to empower you to think twice before you act out of peer pressure. I think the best retirement advice I can give you is to chart your own course and not to blindly make decisions based on the advice of financial advisors and people on social media. It's your retirement and it's your money. And I know it can be challenging sifting through all of the hype and making decisions about your retirement, but I do think it's worth it. And again, that's where we can be self-reliant and gather information from various sources, and then weed through it and determine what's best for us. And then we can ask questions and move forward with those decisions. So in conclusion, to recap, the best retirement advice during uncertain times is to rely on your own judgment, because you are the only one that can truly determine what is the best source of action for your retirement. Gathering information is essential to being self-reliant, to being a self-reliant person, to being a self-reliant retiree. And it is very important to question who benefits from the advice that you are taking. And again, that person should be you. Life is unpredictable and we are living in uncertain times. So focus on your own retirement planning and don't base your retirement decisions solely on money. If this message has resonated with you, if you found it helpful and entertaining, please give me a like and subscribe for more outside the box retirement content. Until next time, stay curious, stay healthy, and trust your retirement journey. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Marlene with Rebel Retirement, and I'll see you next time.